Are you ready for a brand new Ghost Rider? Marvel Comics seems to have confirmed plans to introduce a brand new Spirit of Vengeance and even has given us a first look at the character. Let's dive into the news, talk about Ghost Rider, the creative team, and when we're going to get a look at this new Spirit of Vengeance. Now, before we do all that though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. We want to be your place for Marvel and DC news. We do daily videos and we go out of our way to bring you the news truthfully and transparently so you are really in the know. Well, earlier today, Marvel Studios dropped an announcement that they're going to bring a new Ghost Rider to life in the Marvel Universe. Now, if you're a fan of the comic, you know a couple people have held this mantle, including Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, and Robbie Reyes. But at this point, it's completely unclear who the new Spirit of Vengeance will be. But at this point, it's unclear who will be the next to find themselves bonded with the Spirit of Vengeance. Now, this new book has a pretty great creative team in the form of Benjamin Percy, who will be writing, and Danny Kim, who's set to illustrate the relaunch series. Now, as of right now, Marvel's being pretty mute on any additional details. However, they did give us a look at the first cover and a brief description of what's going on. So first, let's take a look at this cover. Now, the cover by Juan Ferreira is pretty awesome, but it doesn't reveal a lot. I'm assuming the man in the mouth of Ghost Rider is going to be the new host, and honestly, he does look a good bit like Johnny Blaze. Now, as far as what Marvel released in the description, they said, "Rev your engines for a new era of Ghost Rider from writer Benjamin Percy and artist Danny Kim, coming March 2024. Learn more in the coming weeks." Now, this is pretty interesting because earlier this year, the writer for the project, Ben Percy, talked to Marvel.com about growing up as a fan of that specific character, kind of giving us a bit of a preview of what's coming. He actually said, "I moved all over as a kid, and I was often living in rural areas. So I rarely had a comic book shop I could visit with any regularity. But when I did get into a store, I'd be pulling back issues of Ghost Rider from dusty bins. At garage sales and convenience stores, I was always drawn to the horror titles. The Flaming Skull is the coolest design in comics." Now, it's always great when you have a creative team that has a deep and long-standing love for the character, so I'm really hoping it will be reflective in the upcoming book. Now, Marvel has been rebooting a lot of characters and passing the mantle forward. We just got a new Moon Knight, so I think this is more than likely another one of those stories, and honestly, Ghost Rider has been one of those characters that Marvel has been very successful re-establishing with a new character at the center. Danny Ketch took over for Johnny Blaze, who was the long-established Ghost Rider, with Robbie Reyes diving in many years later with a whole new look, vehicle, and new fan base, and he even went on to find his way on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So Ghost Rider's a pretty popular character, and I think this book has a lot of potential. Obviously, we're going to keep our eye out for what's next for Ghost Rider. The book looks like a ton of fun. I'm going to encourage you guys to check it out, and hopefully the new Spirit of Vengeance lives up to the legacy.